God talking directly to you. And no, this isn't a rerun. This is the live stream where heaven finally unmutes your channel. My child, are you there? Like, really there? Not half scrolling, not one ear on the screen and the other on your to-do list. I need you. Not because I'm desperate, I'm God, I don't need anything, but because you are about to walk right off a cliff and blame the scenery. You've been gaslighting yourself into thinking this is fine, that you're fine, that the quiet despair is just a normal Tuesday. It's not, and I'm calling you out right now. So stop, pause the drama, silence the noise. I don't care if your phone is buzzing, your kids are yelling, or your boss is breathing down your neck. This is a sacred moment. You can't afford to miss it. I'm not a notification you swipe away. I'm the reason your heart is still beating while you read this. So breathe, let the chaos drop. You're about to witness something you've been begging for. You know what? This isn't random. You didn't stumble onto this by accident. You've been crying out, maybe not out loud, maybe just in the hollow of your chest at 3 a.m. for a sign, for proof that someone up there cares, for a break, a direction, a reason to keep going. And here I am. Your answer is arriving right now. Don't roll your eyes. Don't call it coincidence. I don't do coincidences. I do divine appointments. And you just showed up to yours. In the next 4 to 5 seconds, heaven is going to crack open. Not like a thunderstorm, like a door that's been locked, suddenly swinging wide. My presence is about to bulldoze through the confusion, the lies, the fear that's been squatting in your soul. You'll feel it. A shift, a warmth, a stillness that doesn't make sense. That's me breaking into your mess. Don't fight it. Don't analyze it. Let it happen. This is urgent. I'm not whispering sweet nothings into the void. I'm commanding your attention with love that could level mountains. You think I'm being dramatic? Look at your life. Look at the weight you're carrying, the relationships you're losing, the hope you're bleeding out. You need me to show up like this, because if I don't, you'll keep spiraling, keep pretending, keep convincing yourself that tomorrow will magically fix everything. Tomorrow won't, but this moment will. This is your destiny moment, the collision of your waiting and my timing. You've been pacing the platform, checking the clock, wondering if your train will ever come. Newsflash, it's here. And it's not a train, it's a rescue helicopter. But you have to stop running toward the wrong exit. This is the moment your waiting collides with my timing. I'm going to take you back now, not to shame you, but to show you I never missed a single second. You remember those nights, the ones where you curled into a ball and the tears just wouldn't stop. You thought no one heard. You thought the ceiling was just a ceiling, and your prayers were just words bouncing off drywall. But I was there. I sat at the edge of your bed. I felt every sob in my own chest. I counted every tear, not to keep a record against you, but because each one was a cry I was already answering. You just couldn't see the answer yet. You've been carrying this weight for so long you forgot what it felt like to be light. The waiting stretched out like an endless highway at midnight. You begged for a sign, a shift, a break. And all you got was silence. Let me tell you the truth about that silence. It wasn't abandonment. It was the most intense preparation you've ever not seen. Every closed door, that was me saving you from a disaster you'd have walked straight into. Every unanswered prayer, that was me building something in the quiet that you'd never be ready for if I'd given it to you early. Think of gold. You don't get gold by leaving it in the ground. You dig it up, throw it into a furnace so hot it melts everything impure away. That fire you've been walking through, that's not punishment, that's purification. I was burning off the fear, the lies, the false identities you've been clinging to. You think the heat is killing you, but I'm making you unbreakable. Think of a seed. A seed doesn't become a tree by sitting on a shelf. It has to be buried, dark, alone, pressed down by dirt. That's where the roots grow. That's where the strength builds. Your hidden season, the one you thought was a punishment, was actually the most important training ground of your life. I was teaching you to trust me when you couldn't see me. I was building your spiritual muscles. I was preparing you for what's coming next, and believe me, what's coming next is bigger than anything you've asked for. You've been in the hidden season, but hidden seasons don't last forever. The spring always breaks through the soil. The gold always comes out of the fire. And you're about to come out of this hidden place with a story that will make people stop and say, that had to be God. I know you're tired. I know you're bruised. I know you've wanted to quit. But look at me right now. I'm not asking you to pretend the pain didn't happen. I'm not glossing over the grief. I'm telling you that every single tear you shed became a seed for tomorrow's miracle. Every single tear you shed became a seed for tomorrow's miracle. But do you know what happens to a seed after it's planted? It doesn't sprout overnight. It lies in the dark, absorbing the moisture of your grief, breaking open in ways that feel like dying. That breaking, that's the birth pangs of something new. You've been feeling like you're falling apart, but I've been rearranging the pieces into something you never could have imagined. I remember the mornings you woke up and the weight was already pressing on your chest before your eyes even opened. The way you drag yourself through the day, smiling at people who had no idea you were crumbling inside. You thought I didn't see the mask, but I saw the real you underneath the one who was exhausted, confused, and barely holding on. And I was proud of you, not because you had it all together, but because you kept getting up. You kept breathing. You kept choosing me even when you couldn't feel me. That silence you endured wasn't empty. It was full of my presence, full of my whispers you couldn't hear yet because the storm was too loud. I was holding you so close that any word I spoke would have shattered what little strength you had left. So I just held you. I let the storm rage around you, but I built a shelter inside your soul that no wind could touch. You didn't feel it then, but you're starting to feel it now, aren't you? That quiet steadiness that wasn't there before. That's what the hidden season does. It doesn't just test you, it transforms you. You've been asking for a sign, and I'm giving you the greatest sign of all. You're still here. You haven't given up. That stubborn hope that flickers in your chest, even when everything says it should be dead, that's my breath in you. That's the proof that I'm not done writing your story. The chapter you're in right now might be the hardest one yet, but it's also the turning point. The page is about to turn, and when it does, the words will pour out like a river that's been dammed up for years. Think of the gold again. The fire doesn't just burn away impurities, it softens the metal so it can be shaped. I've been softening your heart, making it pliable, ready to receive the new thing I'm about to pour into you. Every time you thought you couldn't take another step, I was forging strength into your bones. Every time you felt forgotten, I was etching your name deeper into the palms of my hands. You're not just surviving this season, you're being prepared to thrive in the next one. And here's the truth I want you to hold on to. The hidden season has an expiration date. It's not forever. The soil cracks open, the fire cools, the seed breaks through. You're closer than you think. The sun is rising, even if you can't see it over the horizon yet. Your miracle isn't just coming, it's already been planted, watered, and tended by my own hands. Every tear you shed became a seed for tomorrow's miracle. And that miracle is about to break ground. Stand still, take a breath. You're about to see what I've been doing all along. POV. You're still sitting in the boat. Yeah, that boat. The one you've been hiding in for months, years, maybe. You've got your little routine down. Pray a little, worry a lot, scroll through inspiration quotes, then convince yourself tomorrow will be different. But tomorrow always looks the same, doesn't it? Because you're still in the boat. Let me take you back to a story you've heard 100 times. Matthew 14. The disciples are in a boat. Middle of the night, storm's going off, waves are slapping the hull, winds screaming, and they're about to lose it. Then they see me walking on the water, and Peter, that impulsive, loud-mouthed, lovable disaster of a disciple, he yells out, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come to you on the water." And I said one word, "Come." Now here's the part you keep skipping. Peter didn't stop to check the weather app. He didn't ask for a second opinion from James and John. He didn't run a cost-benefit analysis on the probability of sinking versus walking. He didn't even put on a life jacket. He just swung his leg over the side of the boat and stepped onto the chaos. And what happened? The water held him. Not because the storm stopped, it didn't. Not because he was special, he wasn't. The water held him because he stepped. The miracle didn't happen while he was thinking about it. It happened the nanosecond his foot left the boat. You've been asking me for a sign. God, show me the way. God, give me a green light. God, make it obvious. And I'm standing right here saying, "Come," but you're still clutching the railing, staring at the waves, calculating every possible outcome. You're literally waiting for the water to turn solid before you step. But that's not how it works. The water only becomes solid under your foot, not before. Not while you're analyzing. The moment you move, the physics of your situation changes. That's the supernatural. That's faith in action. Stop gaslighting yourself into thinking you need more time. You've had enough time. You've prayed enough prayers. You've cried enough tears. Now I need you to move. Obedience is the key that unlocks the miracle. Not understanding, not certainty, not a perfectly mapped out plan. Obedience. You step and I'll handle the waves. You step and the path will form under your feet. You step and the sign you've been begging for will appear, but it'll be behind you. Because you'll already be walking. I see you there, caring about the conditions. But the economy is unstable. But my family doesn't support me. But what if I fail? Let me tell you something you're already failing by staying in the boat. The boat is comfortable. The boat is safe. But the boat is not where I'm calling you. I'm calling you to the water. And yes, it's scary. Yes, it's unpredictable. But the water is where the miracles live. The boat is where you stay stuck. The hidden season I've been working in you, the seed that broke open in the dark, the gold that was refined in the fire, all of that was preparation. It wasn't the goal. The goal is for you to step out, to take that risk, to have that conversation, to start that project, to forgive that person, to trust me with your deepest fear, and to do it now, not when you feel ready. You've been saying, "God, I need a sign." And I've been saying, "Show me your step." Because the sign is waiting for you on the other side of your obedience. So what are you waiting for? The water is calling. And it only becomes solid the moment you step out. All right, let's pivot. Let me take you further back. Before Peter and the boat, before the storm, there was another body of water. And it wasn't a lake. It was the Red Sea. You know the story, but you've missed the physics of it. You've sanitized it into a children's cartoon with a wall of water on either side and dry sand. Let me tell you what actually happened. The people of Israel are standing on the edge. Behind them, the Egyptian army chariots, horses, every weapon you can imagine. In front of them, a massive, impossible sea. They're trapped. They start screaming at Moses. "Were there not enough graves in Egypt? Did you bring us out here to die?" They're crying, panicking, looking for a plan B that doesn't exist. And I tell Moses, tell them to move forward. Forward. Forward is water. Forward is drowning. Forward is the exact opposite of logic. But then Moses lifts his staff. And here's the part you keep missing. He walks toward the sea. He doesn't wait for a split. He doesn't ask for a preview of the miracle. He takes a step. And the water does not part before his foot touches it. It parts under his foot. The miracle happened in the obedience, not before it. Stop and really think about that. I didn't make a dry path and then say, "Okay, walk." I said, "Walk." And the dry path appeared in the middle of the step. The water only fled when the sole of his sandal hit the surface. That's the supernatural math you keep trying to reverse. You want the guarantee before the action. You want the receipt before you pay. But faith doesn't work on a refund policy. Now you're standing at your own Red Sea. Maybe it's a medical report. Maybe it's a relationship that's dead on the floor. Maybe it's a financial cliff that screams bankruptcy no matter how you calculate it. And you've been doing exactly what Israel did, scanning the horizon for an exit, checking for enemy movement behind you, wondering if going back to Egypt would be easier. But Egypt is slavery, and you know it. The comfort of the known is still slavery. I need you to understand something. That impassable wall in front of you, that Red Sea, is not your enemy. It's the point of entry. It's the door. It only looks like death because you haven't stepped yet. The sea is a barrier only to those who stay on the shore. To those who move, it becomes a road. You've been waiting for me to remove the obstacle before you move. But I'm telling you, move, and the obstacle will become your bridge. The water will part, the wall will fall, the cancer will retreat, the check will come, the heart will soften, but not while you're frozen in analysis paralysis, not while you're waiting for your feelings to catch up to your obedience. Feelings follow faith. They never lead it. Do you think Moses felt brave? He was a fugitive with a speech impediment, standing in front of a sea. He was terrified, but he moved anyway. The hidden season I've been working in you, all that refining, all that silence, all that breaking, it wasn't to keep you buried. It was to build your legs for this exact moment. The seed breaks open in the dark so it can push through the dirt into the light. The gold is refined in the fire so it can be shaped into something useful. You've been in the dark long enough. Now it's time to push. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop telling me you need a sign when I've already given you a command. The command is the sign. The step is the signal. The moment you decide to move, the entire spiritual atmosphere shifts. Angels don't move until you decide. The water doesn't recede until your foot commits. You are the key to your own miracle. I know it's scary. I know you can't see the other side. That's the point. If you could see it, it wouldn't be faith. But I don't ask you to cross the entire sea in one leap. I only ask you to take one step, then another, then another. The path will form under your feet as you walk. Just like it did for Israel, just like it did for Peter. The sea will not part until your foot touches the water. Now listen closely. I'm about to give you something I call the 45-second test. Don't roll your eyes. I know it sounds like a marketing gimmick or some trending challenge on social media, but this is real, and it's the most important decision window you'll ever face. The 45-second test is that gap between the moment I give you a command and the moment you choose whether to obey or overthink. It's not about how fast you can run or how loud you can pray. It's about whether you trust me enough to act before your brain talks you out of it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The Holy Spirit whispers, go talk to that person. And before you even finish hearing it, your mind starts firing excuses. What if they reject me? What if I look stupid? What if it's awkward? And suddenly, 45 seconds later, the window closes. The moment passes. The blessing that was waiting for you on the other side of that obedience vanishes like a vapor. That's why I'm telling you now, this isn't a test of your speed. It's a test of your trust. Will you believe I've already gone ahead of you? Will you act on my word before your feelings catch up? Every door of blessing is wide open in this exact moment. But I need you to understand something. Doors don't stay open forever. Hesitation doesn't just delay the promise, it kills it. You've heard the phrase, the devil is in the details. No, the devil is in the delay. He doesn't need to make you say no to me. He just needs to make you wait long enough for the opportunity to rot. That's his game. Steal your courage in the first 45 seconds. Think about every major miracle in Scripture. They all started with a split-second decision to obey. Peter didn't wait to check the wind forecast before stepping out of the boat. He put one foot over the edge while the storm was still howling. Moses didn't ask for a second opinion at the Red Sea. He raised his staff and stepped forward while the water was still a wall of impossibility. Naaman didn't negotiate the instructions. He dipped in the muddy Jordan 7 times, and his leprosy vanished. Every single one of them had a 45-second window where faith had to outrun fear. And it did. I'm not telling you this to pressure you. I'm telling you because I want you to succeed. I've already prepared the miracle. I've already cleared the path, but the breakthrough doesn't come while you're sitting on the shore analyzing the waves. It comes when your foot touches the water. That first step, that first obedient action, unlocks what you've been crying out for. It's the key to the door. So here's your 45-second test. Right now, I'm giving you a clear command. Maybe it's a word you need to speak, a forgiveness you need to extend, a phone call you need to make, a step you need to take. Don't analyze it. Don't run it through your committee of fears. Just move. Your miracle doesn't depend on your feelings. It depends on your obedience. And the clock is ticking. 45 seconds can unlock what you have waited years for. I need you to understand something real right now. This isn't a metaphor. This isn't poetic language to make you feel something. I am literally telling you that angels have been dispatched. They are standing in the hallway of heaven, holding scrolls with your name on them. They have the answer you've been crying for. They have the breakthrough you've been begging for. They have the healing, the restoration, the provision, everything you've wept into your pillow about. And they are waiting, not because I'm slow, not because I'm testing your patience, but because I built the universe on a principle you keep forgetting. Heaven moves at the speed of your obedience. Let me tell you how this works. The moment you decide to obey, truly decide, not just think about deciding, a signal goes out that is faster than light. It bypasses every spiritual obstruction. It clears the path, and the angels assigned to your blessing start moving. But here's the thing you need to hear. Their speed is directly tied to your willingness. You slow down, they slow down. You hesitate, they pause mid-step. You overthink, they stand still with their hands on the door handle of your miracle, waiting for you to finally say, yes, I'm not punishing you with delay. I'm honoring the system I created. Obedience opens the gate. Nothing else does. And I need you to see the bigger picture here. This isn't just about you. I know you think it is. You think your obedience only affects your life, your bills, your relationships, your future. But that's small thinking. That's kingdom poverty. When you obey, you don't just unlock blessings for yourself. You unlock them for your family, your children, your grandchildren, the people you haven't even met yet. Your obedience creates a spiritual shockwave that ripples through generations. The sickness that was supposed to hit your bloodline, it stops with you. The poverty cycle that has haunted your family for decades, it breaks because you took one step. The curse that whispered over your lineage, it shatters the moment you move. Think about Abraham. One yes changed the course of human history. One yes from a man who had every reason to stay comfortable. He didn't know where he was going. He didn't have a map. He just heard my voice and moved. And because he moved, nations were blessed. Because he moved, a lineage was established that would eventually bring salvation to the whole world. That's what one obedient step can do. And you think your small decision doesn't matter. You think your yes is insignificant. Let me tell you, your yes is carrying something you cannot see. It is carrying the freedom of people you haven't even prayed for yet. Listen to me carefully. There is a window open right now. I call it the window of grace. It is not a permanent structure. It is not a door that stays unlocked forever. It is a window that I have pushed open in this exact moment. And the air is rushing in. You can feel it, can't you? That strange sense of urgency in your chest. That whisper that says, now, not later. That tension that tells you the moment is ripe. That is the window, and it is closing. I am not saying this to manipulate you. I am saying this because I love you. Windows don't stay open. Opportunities have expiration dates. The Holy Spirit doesn't tap you on the shoulder forever. So let me ask you directly, are you going to make the angels wait? Are you going to keep them standing in the hallway while you run the pros and cons list for the 100th time? They are ready. They have their instructions. They have the grace assigned to your situation. The only thing missing is your movement, your voice, your step, your hand reaching out to take what I've already prepared. Heaven moves at the speed of your obedience. All right, listen, you've been sitting there long enough. The angels are literally holding their breath, waiting for you to do something. And I don't mean a vague intention or a half-hearted, I'll pray about it later. I mean real-time, keystroke level obedience.
So here's what I need from you right now.
In this moment, while the window is still cracked open, type these words with your own fingers. I believe you're working. Lord, go ahead, do it. Don't overthink it. That's not a wish, it's a transaction. Those 5 words unlock a shift in the spiritual atmosphere. They tell every demon, every doubt, every lie that you have officially stopped waiting for proof and started trusting the process. Your mind might scream, but I don't feel anything yet, and that's exactly the point. Faith isn't feeling. Faith is typing when your hands are shaking. So type it now. I'll wait. Now, I want you to go a step deeper. Comment below publicly, boldly, the words, Jesus, you are my forever. Not because I need a comment count, because your mouth carries creative power. When you declare that Jesus is your forever, you are drawing a line in the sand. You're telling the world, the angels, and your own heart that you belong to someone who never leaves. That's not just a comment, that's a covenant, and covenants break chains. Don't let the shame of past failure silence you. Don't let the fear of what people might think keep you quiet. Real obedience is always a little embarrassing because it requires vulnerability. But vulnerability is where miracles live. So type it, Jesus, you are my forever, right now. And here's where I need you to think beyond yourself. Share this video. Send it to someone who's been waiting too long. Someone who's about to give up. Someone who needs to hear that heaven is moving. Your act of sharing isn't just a favor to them, it's a key that unlocks doors in your own life. When you bless others, the reservoirs of heaven open over you. Don't hoard this moment. Spread it. Your one share could be the 45-second test someone else needed to step out of their boat. Don't be the reason they stay stuck. Now, about support. I know you see the super thanks button. Some of you think that's optional, just a way to get a heart emoji. But let me tell you the truth, giving is obedience. When you support this ministry, you are not paying for content, you are investing in the message. You are saying, God, I trust you with my resources because I believe in what you're doing here. That's worship, that's offering. And offerings activate supernatural multiplication. Don't let the enemy whisper that it's just a transaction. It's a seed, and seeds grow into harvests you can't calculate. But here's the real kicker. Your next keystroke, the one you're about to make, could unlock your miracle. Not metaphorically, literally. The angels are keyed to your response. The second you type that comment, or tap that share, or press that super thanks, something shifts in heaven. Spiritual cogs start turning. The blessing that was stuck in transit finally breaks through the atmosphere. Don't let hesitation rob you of this golden opportunity. The window is closing. The angels are waiting. Your obedience is the gas pedal. Ready, your next keystroke could unlock your miracle. All right, listen. I know what's creeping in right now. That little voice in the back of your head, the one that's been whispering for months, maybe years. It's asking you the same questions it always does. Did he really see that? Did he hear that prayer? Or was I just talking to the ceiling again? I know that voice. I've been waiting for you to bring it to me so I could shut it down once and for all. So let me answer you directly. No more dancing around it. You think I've forgotten you? Really? You think I missed the nights you curled up in a ball and cried until your throat burned? You think I didn't see the way you forced a smile at work while your soul was screaming? Stop gaslighting yourself into believing I'm some distant, unfeeling manager in the sky. I saw every single one of those moments. Every tear that hit your pillow, I collected them. Every whisper of God, if you're real, help me. I heard it before you even finished the sentence. And here's the part that's going to mess with your head. My silence wasn't me ignoring you. It was me building. You wanted a quick patch job, a band-aid on a wound that needed surgery. That's not how I work. While you were staring at the clock, wondering why heaven was quiet, I was laying down a foundation so solid that nothing, not the enemy, not your past, not your worst fear, would ever be able to shake it. You wanted instant answers. I wanted permanent solutions. Do you know what it takes to build something that lasts? It takes time, it takes patience, and it takes a craftsman who knows exactly what you need before you even know it yourself. I was the architect of your future while you were still stuck in the blueprint phase. Every delay, every closed door, every waiting season, it was me clearing rubble, reinforcing beams, and making sure the house I'm building for you doesn't collapse when the storm hits. So don't you dare look at my silence and call it absence. That's a lie from the pit of hell. My silence is the most intentional preparation you'll ever experience. It's the quiet before the breakthrough, the stillness before the wave crashes. I was working in the background, lining up people, shifting circumstances, softening hearts, all while you thought I had left you on red. Now, let me say this clearly, and I need you to let it sink into your bones. You have never been alone. Not for 1 second. Not in the hospital room. Not in the car when you sat and cried. Not in that moment you almost gave up. I was right there, walking with you, carrying you when you couldn't walk. Every step of the way, I was there. And I'm still here. Right now, as you read these words, I'm closer than your next breath. Stop waiting for a sign. The sign is that you're still breathing, still reading, still fighting. That's me. I'm the reason you haven't thrown in the towel. I'm the reason hope flickers when everything else is dark. And I'm about to show you what I've been building while you waited. Ready, because the next thing you see is going to blow your mind. While you waited, I was building what you could never imagine. All right, listen. I need you to feel this one in your bones. You've been living in a season that felt like a lockdown, like every door was bolted shut, every window painted over, every prayer bouncing off the ceiling. You thought I was silent. You thought I was slow. But here's the truth I'm about to drop on you like a mic that locked down. It wasn't a punishment. It was a greenhouse. I was growing something in the dark so it could survive the light. Now, look at the farmer. You know the verse, the one about sowing in tears and reaping with joy, but you've sanitized it into a nice little quote for your Instagram caption. Let me break it down for real. A farmer doesn't cry because he's sad. He cries because he's invested. He buries seeds that look dead. He waters soil that looks dry. He waits through storms that look pointless. And then one morning, the soil cracks open. The green breaks through. And he realizes every tear was a down payment on a harvest he couldn't see yet. That's you. You've been crying over seeds you thought were wasted, but I've been preserving them. Those relationships you lost, I preserved the love and burned away the toxicity. That job that closed, I preserved your skills and opened a door you couldn't see from where you were standing. That dream you gave up on, I preserved the fire and just needed the oxygen of my timing to ignite it. Nothing is lost. Nothing. I don't waste tears. I bank them. You think closed doors are rejections? Please. Closed doors are my way of saying, that hallway leads to a dead end. Turn around. I've got a better corridor. I'm the ultimate GPS reroute. Every dead end was a detour to a destination you couldn't have reached if you'd gotten what you wanted when you wanted it. So stop staring at the door that's shut. Look at the door that's about to swing open so wide, it'll take your breath away. Now, here's the part that's going to require your faith to stop being a waffle and start being a brick. I need you to stop looking at your circumstances as if they're the final verdict. You've been checking the weather report of your life like it's a hurricane season. Oh, the storm is here. Oh, the waves are high. Oh, I'm about to sink. Stop, look at me. I'm the one who walks on water. I'm the one who tells the wind to zip it. I'm the one who holds the keys to every timeline you're freaking out about. When you look at me, the storm becomes background noise. When you look at the storm, I become background noise. Choose your focus. I'm telling you with every ounce of love I have, the delay was not a denial. It was a preparation for the best job, the best relationship, the best healing, the best breakthrough. Not the good enough you were settling for, not the just get by you were praying for, the best. But you have to trust that my best is worth the wait. And the wait is over. The lock is clicking. The hinges are creaking. The lockdown of your life is about to break wide open. All right, listen, this is it. Not a preview, not a maybe. This is your moment. The angels have their scrolls ready, and the ink is about to dry. Heaven is operating at the speed of your yes. So let me walk you through the final frontier of this assignment. And yeah, I call it an assignment because your life is about to shift from a passive waiting room into an active mission field. You ready? Good. Now, close your eyes for a second. I know, you've heard that opener 1,000 times. But this time, I need you to actually do it. Shut out the noise of your screen, your notifications, the laundry list of life that's screaming for your attention. Take one breath, just one. Now, here's what I need you to say out loud. Yes, out loud. Not in your head where the doubts can edit it. Move your lips. Lord, I believe you are acting right now, even when I cannot see it. I choose to trust that every locked door was a redirection to a better corridor. I surrender my timeline, my plan B, my backup security, and I say yes to yours. I obey not when I feel ready, but right now because you spoke. My obedience is my worship. I receive your breakthrough. I receive your blessing. I step into the new season. There, that wasn't complicated. But now comes the part that separates the spectators from the soldiers. Writing it down. Get a pen or a note on your phone. Write this as a commitment. Today, I stop negotiating with my fear. I step forward in faith. The physical act of writing locks the spiritual contract. It's not just a thought anymore. It's a deposit before the harvest. Then, share this video. Not as a favor to me, but as a declaration to your own soul that you are serious. When you hit share, you are telling the enemy, I am not hiding anymore. I am publicly linking my miracle to heaven. And if you want to plant an even deeper flag, hit that super thanks button. I'm not broke, kid, but I want to see you act with skin in the game. That small financial gesture is a physical sign that your faith has teeth. It's not about the dollar amount, it's about the yes. You think this is the end? Please. This is the ignition, the intro, the title sequence of the best season of your life. The waiting is over. The lock has popped open. From today, you are walking into a new era of divine alignment, restored relationships, and provision that follows your obedience, not just your wishes. I am blessing you with a clarity that cuts through confusion, a peace that doesn't make sense based on your bank account or your health report, and a fire that makes you brave. Don't waste this moment scrolling away or saying, I'll come back to this later. Later is a lie the enemy uses to steal your breakthrough. This is your P point, your decisive moment of change. Now, I'm going to say this once, and I need you to hear it like a command from a commanding officer. Act when I speak. Your obedience is not just a suggestion. It is the key that turns the lock. Your obedience is the sign to every angel in the room that you are ready to receive. I love you more than you can process. Now, move.